Millions of Americans, including plenty of folks right here in the tri-state area, will likely see a big cut in their expanded unemployment benefits, which means not a whole lot of assistance from good old Uncle Sam. Joining us right now is Tally personal financial expert and certified financial planner, Bobbi Rebell, friend of the show. Always great to see you. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. I feel like every time we talk, it's doom and gloom. So I'm glad that you're bright and shiny. But let's just start off with, what are some of the numbers that you're seeing when we talk about people running out of cash?
Yeah, so first of all, I just want to say to everyone, this is something we're all in together. It's not your fault, so don't feel bad. We're in it, like I said, this is affecting everybody. But a recent tally poll with Harris did find that 45% of Americans that are unemployed are worried about running out of cash, so it is a very valid concern. And the second most concern, obviously, was these unemployment benefits and people worried about how that situation will be resolved.
And one of the things that you're saying is very interesting to me, and it kind of reminds me of things that are kind of old school. Specific tools that we can do to get our hands on some cash, because let's face it, some of us don't have a savings plan and we don't have that rainy day fund. And it's interesting the way you do it. You say there are 3 buckets to look at ways of getting cash. A green bucket, if you've got it, a yellow bucket, if it's an okay idea, and a red bucket for do not do it. Ready, set, go. Start with the green bucket.
Exactly. So the green bucket, these are relatively painless. Marie Kondo would be proud. Clean out your house, sell stuff that you're not using. Clothing, obviously we know the websites, ThredUp, Poshmark, The Real, if you've got that fancy stuff, maybe a $2,000 handbag, people. And of course, even things that you may not think of, like even you could sell, I hate to say it, but if you're not going anywhere, there are things that cost you money just to own, like your car. You could think about that. Electronics is a good thing to sell, old electronics. Gazelle will do that. And here's something we don't always think about top of mind: gift cards. Think about gift cards, because there are websites like Card Cash that you can turn in your gift cards and get actual cash. And a lot of them we're not going to be using anyway. You can also think about working a little bit in things beyond your job. So think out of the box, side hustles. Websites like Fiverr and WFH Pad can give you ideas about things you can do to earn cash. And finally, if you own a home, think about taking out a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, I should say. And what that does, it gives you the freedom to take out money when you need it. So you're only going to pay interest if you actually have to dive into that line of credit. So you won't be paying interest right away, but it's there if you need it.
Chock full of information. What about the yellow bucket?
So the yellow, I mean, these are not great things to do, but times are tough, so you got to do what you got to do. You could take out a loan from your 401k. That means you're going to pay the money back, but at least you're paying the interest to yourself. You also could sell stocks. If you own some stocks, a lot of stocks have gone up in value, so you could take some profit. You could also take money that you've contributed to a Roth IRA. You won't pay penalties if it's money that you have contributed. And you also could take out a personal loan. Again, not ideal, but at least you'll have the cash.
If you got to do it, you got to do it. And very quickly, the red bucket.
The red bucket, do not take out high interest credit cards. Don't take cash out from those. That's going to cost you a ton of money. Don't take money, except for the things we just said, out of retirement funds. Loans are better than actually taking the money out. And don't take money out of 529 accounts, things like that, because you don't want to take away money from your kids' education. So try to really avoid that.
Yeah, we give them enough reasons to be angry at us. We don't need an extra reason. Bobbi Rebell, thank you so much for imparting your words of wisdom. It's always great to see you.
Thanks for having me.